Hello, very warm welcome. Welcome to the preview for F1 2021 testing, which will start Friday and end Sunday. Testing in 2021 will be unique, as it will be in Bahrain instead of Barcelona, and it will only be 3 days when we've had 8 days. Testing will be on coverage will be on TV. If you have Sky Sports F1, you will be able to watch it, and F1 will be posting after every session, like they always do. But yeah, it's a bit unique. A lot of stress on the mechanics, team, and drivers because they have to get a lot of mileage crammed in to 3 days. Testing in 2021 will be 24 hours. 3 days, 8 hours. So 8 hours, 24 hours of testing. Now that sounds a lot, but trust me, it will fly by. Any issues will be a big blow to teams. Say you have a power unit issue, that could take to 3-4 hours to change it, and you've only got 24 hours, so that puts it to 20. Drivers will probably rotate. Teams will go with a different approach, as we will cover in testing. So there's going to be a lot of stress on teams, mechanics, drivers. Bahrain instead of Barcelona. 1.5 days for each driver. Now this is a lot of stress on the drivers. 8 hours each day. It will be Bahrain, it is in Bahrain, so it's an early start, 7 o'clock till 11, an hour lunch break, 12 till 4. Half days, full days, teams will go about it in a different perspective. Not every team will go. Mercedes usually go morning, afternoon, so Hamilton, Bottas, Hamilton, they rotate, they do half days. I know for a fact Williams are doing full days, so teams are going about it differently. Times are irrelevant in testing. It's all about mileage. Times are absolutely irrelevant. It's about reliability and mileage. And testing is what it is. Big tests for the rookies. Schumacher, Tsunoda, Mazepin, even Alonso, with being out the sport 2 years, and also critical for the new drivers going to new teams, the likes of Vettel, Sainz and Daniel Ricciardo. So Mercedes go into this test revealing their car, and Mercedes usually go Bottas, Hamilton, Bottas. They will go half days. Now on their launch they did not show their floor, so it's going to be interesting to see that. And will we see another technical masterclass? In 2020 they brought the DAS. Will we see something like that? Red Bull, very secretive on their launch. Their launch was not very good at all. Can they be a title fight? We say it every year. Red Bull are the only ones that can really take the fight. And Perez gets his chance in the top team. Max will drive the car Friday, Perez Saturday, and then it will be half days for each. On to McLaren, who go with Mercedes engines, and I'm honestly looking forward to this. Can they kick on McLaren to the next level? Under the leadership of Seidel and Brown, this team has gone from retiring to 4th to 3rd in the constructors. Let's hope they can get back to winning ways. We go to Alpine as Fernando Alonso returns for the first time in 2 years, and Ocon has to improve, especially in qualifying. And very nice car, Alpine. AlphaTauri, a very important test for Yuki Tsunoda. He's not got a lot of time during testing, so it's very important for mileage. Williams, they've announced their testing program. Roy Nissany will drive on Friday. Saturday will be Nicholas Latifi, and Sunday will be George Russell. I find that absolutely crazy that Williams are allowing Nissany a full day and hampering Latifi and Russell. But we all know Nissany will have paid for that. Yeah, Williams, on reflection, their car looks a bit like an F2 car. Aston Martin, first time they're back on the grid in 60, 61 years. A new challenge. And it's my favourite looking car. Very excited to see what Sebastian Vettel can do. And great to see him with a smile back on his face. Alfa Romeo, another sexy car and same lineup. Can they kick on from what has been quite poor recently? Haas F1 announced the Russian car. I mean, I've seen their race suits now and I'm not a fan of their race suits. Like, wow. 2 rookies. Now it's a big test for both rookies. They will finally get their chance to drive the F1 car. Yeah, and they're rotating. It will be Schumacher, Mazepin. They're doing half days. So it's interesting to see the teams going with a different variation. Like Red Bull, they're doing full days, then half days. Haas are going half days. Mercedes will go half days. Ferrari, now they launched their car last, hit a tint of green on the car. Carlos Sainz gets his huge opportunity at Ferrari and a big season ahead. They must improve after a shambles of 2020. Bahrain, my favourite Bahrain moment was 2014, the Battle of the Silver Arrows, but interesting to go testing at a new venue. It's 3 days. There's so much stress and mechanics, drivers, it's like so quick, it's so stressful. 8 hours each day. Any issues are going to be absolutely critical. We will see a lot of red flags, as usual in testing. Sometimes we get like 3, 4, 5 red flags a day. Support has been insane on the car launches. Let's hope it continues on the testing. I will cover every single day. As soon as testing finishes, I will react and give a day's reaction to testing. Day 1, day 2, day 3. And then next week I'm going to have a look at the cars and give him my best to worst cars, because very busy at the minute with F1 videos. If you are an F1 fan, subscribe now. Testing every single day and I'm going to react. I'm going to watch every hour of testing because I'm a hardcore F1 fan. And then once 4 o'clock comes, I will be doing my reaction to day 1, day 2, day 3. It's going to be interesting. Are Mercedes going to pull another DAS moment out? That was the highlight of 2020 testing. What's going to be the highlight of 2021? Red Bull keeping secrets under wraps. Mercedes keeping their flaw under wraps. Can Red Bull challenge? Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. I'm honestly can't wait. Thursday morning I'll bring this out, and then Friday is the day where the season properly starts. We've had 10 car launches. Friday, Saturday, Sunday we go testing. 3 days only, and then 2 weeks time we will have the first race, and the race format is a bit different. Practice 1 and 2 have been cut to an hour. Practice 3, qualifying and the race, and then at the likes of Canada, Brazil, we will be trying them sprint races instead of qualifying. So if you are an F1 fan, subscribe now, and yeah, let the season commence. F1 2021 testing preview. I'm really looking forward to it. I will be reacting to every single day. And yeah, this is brilliant. Finally, we get to see the cars in anger, on the track, testing. Who's going to be reliable? Who's going to be unreliable? Who's going to shine in testing? But for me, the time's irrelevant. It's all about mileage. And Tsunoda, Mazepin and Schumacher need that mileage more than anyone. Wow. But we get to see the cars on track on Friday morning. An early start, but I'll be up. Will you be up? Comment down below. We'll always reply. And testing, let it commence. at Sakia, Bahrain.